may be close to signing a deal on Ukraine's valuable minerals used in all kinds of tech products as President Trump pushes for peace between Ukraine and Russia. Yesterday, I spoke with the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, gave us an update on where that deal is on the story yesterday. Watch.
I will tell you that we have passed along a completed document for the economic partnership. It is currently being reviewed by Ukrainians, and we hope to go to full discussions and perhaps even get signatures next week.
With that, we bring in retired Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, former National Security Advisor during President Trump's first term, Senior Fellow at the Hoover Institution, and the author of At War with Ourselves, My Tour of Duty in the Trump White House. General McMaster, thank you very much for being here. Your thoughts on that and the larger peace process that we're watching being.
Hey, Martha, I think it's a really good thing to get the mineral deal. It's good for Ukraine's sovereignty, right? What we really want is what the Ukrainians want, which is a secure, prosperous, sovereign Ukraine that's capable of defending itself, is economically viable, right, and is getting back to reconstructing, the cities that Russia has rubbled and to rebuild their infrastructure. So this deal is important. It kind of commits the United States, right? Because if we have a strong economic relationship, we're going to be vested in Ukraine's future. And hey, to access those minerals, Martha, you've got to go through the Straits of Bosphorus and Bosphorus Strait, and then also into the Black Sea. So it also kind of reinforces freedom of navigation and counters Russia's effort to turn the Black Sea into a Russian lake. So I think this is all good. In context of the broader effort to get a ceasefire, well, what President Trump is encountering is a Vladimir Putin who's kind of intransigent, right? Who, instead of taking any kind of concession we give as like good faith, and that warms his heart, and he's going to negotiate in good faith, he just pockets whatever concession he can get. Because I think what we're all going to realize here pretty soon is what Vladimir Putin wants is non-negotiable. He wants to dominate Ukraine. He does want the Black Sea to be his, and he wants to subvert the transatlantic relationship and break apart NATO. I mean, Putin has these aspirations, Martha, that go far beyond anything in reaction to what we do.
So there was a piece in the Wall Street Journal last week, since you brought that up, that suggested that Steve Witkoff, conveyed that Putin does not necessarily want that grand vision that you ascribe to him. What do you say to that?
Well, I mean, Putin's lying to him. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. Putin is the best liar, the best deceiver in the world. Look at the long line of people who he's deceived, right? The two chancellors in Germany. Well, he just bought one of them off, Gerhard Schroeder, and then he duped Angela Merkel for a long, long time, telling her, "Hey, Angela, you can bring me in from the cold." How about President Macron, right, who thought he could be the Putin whisperer? And then multiple U.S. presidents, Martha. Remember, President George W. Bush looked into Putin's soul and saw somebody who cared about his people. And then you had President Obama with the reset button. So, hey, this is just the latest in a long series of Putin's ability to deceive Western leaders. So I just think, hey, it's probably time to stop the serial gullibility, recognize who you're dealing with. What Putin respects, what he responds to, is power. And actually, he won't stop until he is stopped. The good news for us, I think, is he's in a position, thanks to his really bad decision making, the invasion reinvasion of Ukraine in 2022. He's broken his economy. And Martha, in the last year, Russia has taken 40 to 45% of the total casualties in the war. That's not sustainable. So I think we are in a real position of strength, we being the United States and Europe, if we come together on this again. And Putin is in a position of weakness. And I think I'd like to see us act more like that, and I think Putin might be more responsive. What did he do when we had like the energy infrastructure ceasefire? Well, he attacked energy infrastructure anyway. And then he blew up a kindergarten and a children's hospital, So I think we have to have a clear-eyed view of who the aggressor is here. And we also have to recognize that, what Putin respects is strength.
All right. We know these negotiations are ongoing, and we thank you very much for joining us today and giving us your insights. Thank you very much, General McMaster. Good to see you.